We will discuss two topics today na isa mahaba, isa is short lang, no? And this will be included because included in your final exam. Because today is the last day, no? Last meeting natin. And next week Monday ang schedule ng final examination nyo, di ba? So I hope you're aware already na your final examination will be on Monday, first day ng final exam week, no? So this is included. So let's talk about shade selection, okay? Very important topic because this concerns the aesthetic, no? The aesthetic aspect of pig's prosthodontic treatment, okay? So if you do your preparation good, mechanically and biologically sound preparation, you cannot still consider a successful treatment unless na-satisfy mo rin yung aesthetic aspect, no, of the treatment plan. So, of course, aesthetics in pig's prosthodontics means that the restoration that we should place inside our patient's mouth should match the remaining natural tooth in terms of color and in terms of shape. No, dapat it must look natural. The outcome of the treatment must not be noticeable. Dapat hindi nahahalata. Okay? So this is one very critical, no, aspect of our treatment. Kasi you fail to get the most accurate shade or color of your final restoration, it's very obvious and evident. Pag stand out yan, pag nag-smile si pasyente, kitang-kita, ay, ang puti ng crown, or it's either maputla yung crown or masyadong dark yung crown, nahahalata, no? So, failure yon. So, in today's topic, we will discuss the clinical guidelines that we must follow for us to be able to get the most accurate, no, and the most acceptable color of our final restoration. Of course, ito yung objective natin sa shade selection. Satisfaction, and aesthetic expectation. Now, when we say satisfaction, it's not only patient satisfaction. Dapat yung dentist din must be satisfied with the color, no, of the final restoration. Okay? Now, for us to be able to get the correct color, kailangan mo rin ng basic knowledge of colors. Okay, pag-usapan natin yung basic knowledge of colors, no? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin yellow, green, red. Ang kulay niya is brown or gray. It's not like that. Kasi ang color has 3 dimensions, no? And these dimensions are the hue, the value, and the chroma. Okay? So, sa atin, when we get the color of the remaining natural teeth, we look at these 3 perspective. Hindi mo pwede sabihin yellowish yung ipin. Ang gamitin kong shade is yellowish. Pero pag naikabit nyo na, when you place it inside the patient's mouth or cement the final restoration inside the patient's mouth, bakit nahalata pa rin? But why is it that it is still noticeable? It is still look very artificial. Hindi siya natural looking. Yellowish naman ang ginamit ko. Yellowish yung ipin niya. No? Color has 3 dimensions. Now, let's talk about first with the hue. Ano ba yung hue? And you take this down. Hue is about color tone. No? Color tone. So, hue is defined as the quality. Take this down, ha? The quality of color by which you can distinguish one color family from another color family. Ulitin ko, no? A hue is a quality of color by which you can distinguish one color family to another color family. Okay? So, ano ba yung hue? Okay, tingnan nyo yung nasa slides, no? Yung hue. Oh. Ma-identify mo raw yung one color family from another color family. Oh, who can give me an example of a hue? Ayan na, andyan na. Sabihin nyo na lang. Anyone? Ayan na, give me an example of AU. As defined, ma-identify mo na yung one color to another color. O anyone?
Yellow.
Sige na. O yellow, isa U, di ba? Tama. What else? Kasi pag di mo na-identify yung U, orange, very good, no? Pag di mo na-identify yung U, colorblind ka. Hindi ka pwede maging dentist pag colorblind ka kasi ang dentist is supposed to be an artist also. Diba? Dapat artist ka, parang alam mo yung kulay, magmamatch yung kulay sa remaining natural teeth. No? Sabi ni kanina, yellow is a U, orange is a U. O ayan na, so forth and so on. No? Red, purple, blue, or green. Diba? So, you just look at it on a single dimension, which is U. However, di ba, when you see two objects, pareho sila ng U. Let's say pareho sila ng kulay yellow. Pero pag tinitigan mo silang dalawa, they do not look exactly the same, di ba? Sabi, yung dalawang object na yon yellow. Or yung dalawang object na yon orange. Pero hindi sila identical. May difference pagka-yellow nila. Because isang perspective lang yung nakita mo, yung U lang, which is yellow. Kaya bakit yung isang yellow mas dark, yung isa mas light? That is another dimension. And we call that value. Di ba? O, ano naman yung value? Take this down. Value is the quality of color by which you can distinguish a bright color to a dark color. Okay? Value is the quality of color by which you can distinguish light color from a dark color, di ba? So, yun. Sabi mo, light yellow itong isa. Although pareho sila ng U, which is yellow, kaya lang yung isa light, yung isa medium light, isa dark, medium dark, yung isa darkest yellow. Ganun yun. Yun yung value. No? And then, lastly, we have the chroma. Chroma is the color saturation. No? So, how we define chroma? Chroma is the quality of color by which you can distinguish a weak color from a strong color. Yung saturation ng kulay. No? Just like what you're seeing right now dun sa slides, ang hue nila is red, di ba? Pero, magkaiba sila ng chroma. O, titignan nyo rito sa baba, yung chroma. Ano rito? Which among this pencil or colored pencil has the highest chroma? Yung una ba, pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat, o panglima? Starting from your left. Ano dyan ang may highest chroma? Colored pencil number 1, number 2, number 3, number 5. Very good. Number 5, no? Yung saturation ng pagka-red niya is very strong. Yun yung chroma. Correct. Number 5. So parang opposite yung value in chroma. While value, sabihin mo, the highest value is number 1. Yung colored pencil number 1 has the highest value, di ba? Kasi siya yung brightest. Lowest value is colored pencil number 5. No? Siya yung pinakamadilim na kulay. So parang opposite, no? So that is the basic colors, no? Colors comes from 3 dimensions, no? Hue, value, and chroma. I hope maliwanag sa inyo yun. Pag na-identify mo what is yellow, what is orange, what is red, what is purple, what's blue, what's green, hindi ka colorblind, no? Na-identify mo kasi yung hue. Okay? O, doon ka na susunod. Value and chroma, no? When it comes to color identification or color and shade selection. Okay? So what are the techniques used for color and shade selection in dentistry? Dalawa lang. Visual method and instrumental method. Pag sinabi mong visual method, you will just use your naked eye, and with the aid of the device called shade guide. Gagamit tayo ng shade guides, Tapos gagamitin natin yung mga mata natin. The other one is the modern technique in color and shade selection, which is the instrumental methods, When say instrumental, hindi mo na kailangan gamitin ng mata mo. Meron ka ng instrument na gagamitin, such as spectrophotometry, colorimetry, and digital cameras, to identify the color ng ipin ng pasyente mo. Okay, so pag-usapan lang, we will talk about visual method and the instrumental method. Okay, it says here, there are about 10 million different shades that can be recognized by means of modern and precise devices. Pag gumamit ka raw ng instrumental method, kaya niyang i-identify 10 million different shades. Whereas, naked eye lang, human brain, recognize approximately 1 million shades. So, para sa akin, 1 million shades, more than enough for shade selection. Diba? Kaya nga until now, the most universally used method for shade selection is still the visual method. Visual method pa rin ginagamit. Pero if you want to make this a lot easier for you, mag-i-invest ka with these instruments, modern instrument for color and shade selection. But for now, ako, satisfied na ako sa visual method na ginagawa ko. Okay, when you talk about visual method, ito yung tawag nating shade guide. Ito yung dalawang klaseng shade guide ng porcelain that's available over the counter. We have the Vita shade guide. This is what I usually ginagamit for my patient. Brand kasi yan. Isa yung Noritake type. Ayan. Nakita niya yan, dalawa. It's up to you which one to buy and which one to use. So visual method, visual color determination by comparison of patient's tooth with the color standard is the frequently applied method in dentistry. So yan pa rin ang ginagamit. Kaya lang, hindi ganun kasimple. Because when we do these things, we have to be precise. Kasi pag nagkamali tayo ng kulay, especially when doing the anterior zone, mag-i-stand out yan. It's either madilaw, mapudla, mag-gray, yung ipin, o ma-brown, as compared with the remaining natural tooth. Pale yung treatment. So, when doing the visual method, we are certainly following some clinical guidelines, para we can get the closest shade that match the patient's natural teeth. So ito yung shade guide na ginagamit. Meron siya mga shade tabs na tatanggal yan individually. Just lalagyan na yan. You may notice, it has letters and numbers. So ito na yan, letter A, tapos may 1, A1, A2, A3.5, A4, A3. Meron B1, B2, B3, B4, D1, D2, D3, D4. C1, C2, C3 pala. C4, D2, D3, D4. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Tatanggal niya isa-isa. Iyan ang didikit ko sa pasyente mo, ang ngipin para mag-match. And what does letter means? And what does numbers also mean? So, sinegregate yan according to you. Let's say, letter A has an orange hue. Okay? Yung color family niya, letter A, orange. Letter B has a yellow hue. Letter C has a yellow-gray hue. And letter D has a brown-gray hue. Okay? Yun ang hue. And what about the numbers? Yung numbers correspond to value. You may notice, yung A1, siya yung pinaka light color, di ba? Yung A2, medyo light, nasa pa-dark na siya. Pababa na ng pababa yung value. Okay? Same thing with the B. Ang U niya, ang U niya is yellow, pero ang pinamataas na value dyan yung number 1. Kaya B1 has the lightest color, di ba? Pataas na ng pababa yung value. When we talk about chroma, it's the opposite naman, no? Kung yung 1, pinakamataas na value, pagdating sa chroma, yung number 1 has the lowest chroma. Diba? Kasi masyado siyang weak, yung kulay niya, masyadong light eh, no? Yung mga darker colors like A4, B4, C4, tsaka D4, yun naman ang mataas na chroma. Kabaliktaran ng value. Okay? So, ganyan gumamit ng shade guide. Mag-isa-isa mo yan, pero segregate mo na, no? Huwag mo lang lahat pagpipilian. Let's say, pagtingin mo sa ngipin ng pasyente, yellowish yung ipin, you just limit your choices dun sa letter B, shade tab. Kasi mahirap yung lahat yan, ihaharap mo sa bibig ng pasyente, you will be confused, di ba? So, unang mo namang gagawin is to identify the hue. Yellowish ba yung ngipin? Medyo orange ba? Medyo yellow-gray ba? O brown-gray yung ipin? Ito lang naman ang kulay ng ipin eh. Wala namang purple na ipin, di ba? Wala ring green. Nakakita ba kayo ng medyo greenish hue ng ipin? Wala. No? What else? Meron ba kayo nakita ng bluish ng ipin? Wala din. So, the common hue a person could have with regards to the dentition is either orange, yellow, yellow-gray, and brown-gray. Doon lang naman. Unless otherwise, meron siyang developmental defect like yung tetracycline stain tinatawag, di ba? Pag may tetracycline stain, talagang ang kulay ng ipin eh. That's too dark, no? And that is not normal. But under normal circumstances, ito lang ang hue ang pwede meron ng ipin ng tao, no? Orange, yellow, yellow-gray, or brown-gray. Magkakaiba-iba na lang yan sa value and sa chroma. Okay? Kaya lang hindi ganun kasimple, no? Meron ka shade guide, ito na. Ito kagad, no? Papalpakan yan. Now, there are several clinical guidelines that we must follow when doing the color and shade selection. So, pag-usapan natin yung mga yan, no? Yan, dami, no? Clinical guidelines for color and shade selection. And what are those, no? Let's talk about sige, isa-isahin muna, no? Source of light, amount of light, location, surrounding colors, time of selection, tooth condition, patient's position, selection distance, comparison procedure, verification, and photograph. So, ang dami, no? Ang dami ko palang kailangan sundin for me to be able to get the closest color that should match the color of my patient's natural teeth. Okay? So, let's talk about first with the source of light. Okay, ang dental clinic has numerous sources of light. Di ba? Ano ba yung mga sources of light inside the dental clinic? Pwede yung sa ceiling, fluorescent light. Pwede rin yung halogen. No? When say halogen, it is the light of the dental chair. No? Yun yung kasama sa dental chair. Meron kayong light sa cellphone ninyo. Meron kang light coming from your alcohol torch, alcohol lamp. May flashlight din kayo. No? Ang daming sources of light. Meron din sunlight or the natural source of light. Now, the question is, which light are you going to use as the primary, take note, the primary source of light for color and shade selection? Ano sa tingin nyo? Hulaan nyo nga. Ano bang pinakamagandang primary source of light for color and shade selection? Is it the
Araw po.
light from the dental chair? Is it the ceiling light? Ano yan? Come again?
Sunlight
Daylight
daw.
or sunlight? Ano sa tingin nyo? Yun, sunlight. No? Tama. Bakit kaya? Tama. That's good. The primary source of light for color in shade selection should be the natural source, the daylight, or the sunlight. Ha? Pareho lang yun. Bakit kaya? Okay. There is such thing as, type ko ha, para maano yung spelling, metamerism. Phenomenon. Metamerism. Ayan. Metamerism. Nakita nyo? Sa chat box, no? Metamerism phenomenon. Ano ba yung metamerism phenomenon? No? Metamerism, i-take this down ha. Metamerism is a phenomenon in which two objects appear the same color in one source of light but appear different in another source of light. Ulitin ko ha. A phenomenon in which two objects appear the same color in one source of light but will appear different in another source of light. That is metamerism. What do we mean by that? No? Like for example, ginamit mo ginamit mong source, primary source of light is the halogen. Again, yung halogen light, yan yung ilaw sa dental chair mo. Eksakto, no? Pati patient agree na nag-agree si pasyente na sakto po, Dok, yan yung kulay. No? Nag-match with the remaining implement mo na nakabukas ang microphone, maingay, pakipatay yung mic. Yun ba yun? Narinig ko. So, may naka-on ang microphone sa inyo, narinig. Yun. Narinig. Yan, pinatay na. Okay. Like for example, no, ginamit mo halogen, yung ilaw doon sa dental chair mo, no? So nag-match, pati si pasyente nag-agree na nag-match yung kulay, no? But upon installation of the porcelain crown, umuwi na si pasyente. Nahalata nung mga husband o ni wife, no? Oh, bakit paputi? Why is it that the color of your porcelain crown is lighter as compared to your natural? Or it's the other way around, no? Why is it that the color of your crown is darker as compared to your natural teeth? So, nag-stand out. It was noticed. So, si patient bumalik sa inyo, Dok, sabi sa akin, ganito raw, iba kulay. Hindi, pag upo mo sa chair, binuksan mo na naman yung halogen. Sakto naman Diba? Uuwi na naman si pasyente, sabihin, hindi, babalik na lang pag binuksan mo yung chair, eksakto ulit, yung ilaw sa dental chair. And that's what we call metamerism phenomenon. No? Iba yung source, iba rin yung kulay. No? Now, why sunlight? Sunlight or daylight is the universal source of light, which means that wherever you go, kahit saan ka pumunta, uwi ka sa bahay nyo, pumunta ka sa opisina mo, o sa school nyo, or wherever ka pumunta, sunlight is always available. Andyan yan. Pero yung dental chair mo, yung halogen light mo, ikaw lang meron nun sa clinic. Wala yung pasyente nun pag-uwi. Pagpasok sa trabaho, pagpunta sa school, wala namang halogen light. No? So, let's use the universal source. Kasi that's the light that's always available whenever we go. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng i-impose to. Pag nakaupo ka sa dental chair, it match. sige, padala mo yung dental chair mo sa bahay para match din sa bahay yung ngipin ng patient mo, no? So that's what we call metamerism phenomenon. But then again, primary lang yun. Hindi mo ibig sabihin na mag-stage selection ka, papatayin mo lahat ng ilaw sa clinic mo. No, it's not like that. It must have a secondary source, no? Such as yung amount of light, no? Inside your dental clinic. So merong specific amount of light para maganda yung illumination ng clinic mo. So as it could help you as you perform the color and shade selection. No? Ano ba yun? There must be at least 48 inches fluorescent light. There must be at least 48 inches fluorescent light in a 10 by 10 square meter dental operatory. Maliit lang yung clinic mo, 10 by 10 lang square meter, dapat 4 na fluorescent daw ilalagay mo. Okay. However, kung mas malaki, proportion mo. Kung 20 by 20, 8. No? Okay. So, ganun lang yun. Okay. So that's just that's just the starting point. Kung 10 by 10 square meter, 4 daw na fluorescent. Okay. Tapos primary source mo, sunlight. Na kailangan makapasok yung daylight or sunlight sa clinic mo. Kailangan may bintana. Okay. Location ng mga artificial light, siyempre sa ceiling pa rin. Now let's talk about surrounding colors. What about surrounding colors? Madami kasing kulay sa loob ng dental clinic. And of course, these surrounding colors, pag tinamaan ng sunlight, would definitely affect your color perception. Let's say, yung pasyente mo naka-lipstick. Mataas na saturation na red, no? Taas ng chroma ng lipstick. Pag tinamaan ng ilaw yun, very close yan eh. Pag tinamaan ng sunlight yung lipstick na yun, which is very close to the tip, baka mag-iba yung color perception, mamula-mula, yung kulay ng ipin. Diba? O kaya kulay brown yung lipstick. Pag tinamaan ng sunlight yung lip na yun, kakaroon ng brownish perspective yung color selection mo. So, eliminate, patanggal ang lipstick during color and shade selection. Okay? Ganun din yung damit ng pasyente. Kasi patient is wearing a high chroma shirt, no? Neon, parang may ilaw pa, no? Neon colors, no? Taas ng chroma nun. Okay? It will definitely affect your color perception. So, hindi mo naman patatanggal. Tatakpan lang ng bib. Tatakpan ng white bib, ng gray, no? Bib, no? Yung kulay na neutral para hindi maapektuhan yung color perception. Same things true with one is open dentist. Dapat yung kulay ng damit mo, neutral color lang. No? Pero kung hindi mo mapigilan talaga magsuot ng high chroma shirt or dress, mag-white coat ka. No? During color and shade selection. So all distracting colors must be eliminated, no? During color and shade selection. Next is time of selection. No, I'm not referring to 8 o'clock. Siyempre, mag-shade selection ka pag may araw pa, di ba? Huwag ka mag-perform ng shade selection sa gabi. Wala namang araw nun. Di ba? But what I'm referring to with regards to time of selection is that kailan ba best mag-shade selection? Is it during diagnostic appointment? No, pag sinabi mong diagnostic appointment, ito yung oral examination, yung interview, di ba? Or is it after tooth preparation? O, tapos ka na mag-tooth prep, mag-shade selection ka na. Ano sa tingin niyo yung tama? Diagnostic appointment or after tooth prep?
Diagnostic appointment.
Bakit kaya? Tama. Bakit kaya diagnostic appointment? Bakit mo nasabi? Tama ka, bakit mo nasabing diagnostic appointment?
Para ano po, Doc, fresh pa yung mata po. Ganun.
Yun. Fresh ka pa, fresh ang mata, fresh pa si pasyente, di ba? Na-experience yun naman mag-foot prep, di ba, sa simulation, di ba? Di ba nakakaduling? Nakatitig ka rin sa rotary instrument at sa typodont mo for about more than an hour. Meron ka nang tinatawag na eye fatigue. Pagod na yung mata mo, strained na yung mata mo. So yung color perception mo baka hindi na accurate, di ba? Same thing sa pasyente, pagod na yung pasyente, tagal na ka na nga, no? Hindi mo na mapasunod sa mga nasusunod mo pang gagawin. So do it during diagnostic appointment. Establish mo na yung color. Shade selection na during diagnostic appointment. Next is tooth condition. What do I mean by tooth condition? Siyempre si pasyente, nakangangaya ng matagal. Hindi ka makapag-decide. Nakanganga si pasyente, hindi mo ma-decide yung kulay ba. Siyempre, pag nakanganga yung pasyente, yung air coming out and coming in the mouth, idadry niya yung ipin. No? Yung paghinga lang nakanganga ka nadidehydrate yung ipin. So a dehydrated tooth will offer you a false value. Sabihin mo, oy, maputla ipin. So ano to? Number one to, no? Number one. Nung kinabit mo na yung porcelain, bakit ganun? Bakit maputla yung porcelain as compared to the natural? Why? It's because you perform shade selection on a dehydrated tooth. Huwag ka rin magtatagal na kaya nakanganga yung pasyente. Dapat 5 seconds makapag-decide ka, then close. O kung di ka pa rin makapag-decide after 5 seconds, pasara mo muna yung bibig. O kaya palawayan mo uli. O, lawayan mo nga yung ipin mo. O pasain mo ng tubig yung ipin. O, kasi pag nakanganga ng matagal, dehydrate yung ipin. Kayo nga, di ba, mag-LBM kayo magdamag. Pag gising sa umaga, maputla rin kayo. Dehydrated kayo. Ganun din yung ipin. Pag dehydrated, maputla. It will offer high value. Pero pag basa na, hindi na siya maputla. Iba na yung value niya. So, that's it. No, that's what I'm referring to when it comes to tooth condition. And also, mag-perform muna kayo ng oral prophylaxis bago mag-shade selection. Malinis. Linisin yung ipin, tanggalin yung stains. No? Tanggalin yung mga calcular deposits. No? Kasi iba kulay ng ipin kung marumi. Diba? Okay? Next is patient's position. Diba? Kahiga ba kung pupunta mo ng shade light? Naka 45 degrees ba o naka upright position pag kinuha ko ng color? Okay. You get the shade on a normal conversational position. Ano ba yung conversational position? When you're talking to somebody, casual conversation. Naka-upright ka, di ba? So, do it on an upright position. Naka-upright position yung pasyente. Kasi iba-iba rin ang kulay. Pag nakahiga, naka 45 degrees, naka-upright. And most of the time, naka-upright naman tayo. Kung may kausap tayo, no? So, i-upright mo yung position ng pasyente and make sure that yung mouth ng patient is eye level. Yung mata nung dentist, no? Ka-level ng mata mo yung bibig ng pasyente. Para hindi ka natutungo, hindi ka natitingala. So, itataas mo yung dental chair, naka-eye level si pasyente, eye level mo ng dentist, ng bibig ng pasyente, and that's the time you perform shade selection. Pero meron pa tayong tinatawag na selection distance, no? Gaano ba kalayo dapat yung dentista sa pasyente pag nag-shade selection? Again, papasok na naman yung normal conversational distance. Kasi nag-iiba-iba ang value ng isang object depende sa distansya mo, di ba? The closer you are on an object, nagda-darken. Pag lumalayo ka, nagla-lighten, di ba? Pero dapat kunin mo siya dun sa normal casual conversational distance. So if you're talking to someone, gaano ka ba kalayo usually? Yung comfortable distance mo pag may kinakausap ka. Pag may kausap ka ba, you are just 1 foot away? Komportable ka ba nun? O you are 10 feet away? Pag 10 feet, siguro bad break yung kausap mo, kaya malayo ka ng 10 feet away, kausap mo siya. Pero ano ba yung usual conversational distance when you're talking about, when you're talking to someone? Sige nga.
3 feet
1 foot is
away
too
po.
close. Hindi ka na komportable nun. Pero na lang pag crush mo yung kausap mo. Okay, 3 feet away. No? Lalayo ka ng 3 feet away dun sa pasyente, tsaka mo pahawak sa pasyente yung shade tab, didikit niya sa ipin niya, lalayo ka ng 3 feet away. Okay, that's the normal conversational distance. So, doon mo rin kunin yung shade ng ipin sa ganong kalayong distansya. Okay? Comparison procedure. Na-mention ko na itong comparison. Limit your choices. No? Identify mo yung U. O orange U. O A. Pipili ako sa mga A lang. A shade tabs. Yellowish yung U. Dito lang ako sa B. Shade guides. Yellow-gray. The C. Brown-gray. Doon ako sa D. Ganun yung comparison procedure. No? Huwag niyong pakikita sa pasyente shade guide tapos papipiliin nyo. They will always choose the lightest color. Dito ako, Dok, pinakamaputi. Gusto ko to. Eh kung isa lang gagawin mo, 1-1 lang ang gagawin mo, tapos yung ibang ipin yan, di naman maputi. Di mag-stand out yun, di ba? Sabihin mo, sige, gusto mo yan? A1 or B1? Lahat ng ngipin mo, ika-crown natin para mag-match. No? Pero hindi naman ganun, no? So don't allow the patient to choose. Kayo ang pipili. Kaya lang, pag may napili na kayo after following these guidelines, i-verify mo naman sa pasyente. Kukunin mo rin yung opinion ng pasyente. O ito yung shade, tapos bibigyan mo siya ng mirror. Ay, Doc, eksakto, gusto ko to. Yung kulay, sakto nga. So, nag-agree kayo. Then, sign. Papirmahin si pasyente doon sa patient's report. Nag-agree siya, let's say, shade A2. Pipirma yun. Bakit? Kasi may mga pasyente na pag nasemento na, doon nagre-reklamo. Eh, hindi naman to yung kulay na pinag-usapan natin. O paano gagawin mo? Dok, hindi kita babayaran. Hindi mo sinunod yung gusto kong kulay. Eh, pero kung may record ka na nag-agree siya, nakapirma siya sa patient's record, eh, nakapirma ka rito eh. So, saan choice but to agree? Paano naman kung nag-conflict kayo ng pasyente? Ito napili ko, example lang, hypothetical ha. Napili ko is A3. A, medyo orange hue. Yung 3, medyo nasa middle siya ng value. Yung middle din ng chroma. Pero sabi ng pasyente, hindi ito match eh. Anong gagawin mo? Pwede ka ba mag-impose? Hindi, ako yung dentist eh. Ako yung nakakaalam. You should explain na I just follow the clinical guidelines for shade selection and this is my decision. Sabihin naman ni patient, hindi naman ikaw magsusuot, Doc, ako, gusto ko yung isa. Anong gagawin mo? Hindi tayo pwede mag-impose kung hindi kumbinsido yung pasyente. Sabihin mo, hindi, kakabit ko yan, whether you like it or not. Yan yung kulay na tama. Hindi pwede yun. No? May resistance ang pasyente. Di ba? So, paano pag the situation will fall into that conflict? Okay, mga babae. Halimbawa, namimili kayo ng mga bag ninyo. May nagustuhan kayong parehong bag. Kaso hindi ka makapag-decide kung ano sa dalawa bibili mo. Isa lang ang bibili mo, isa lang ang kaya mong bilhin. Anong ginagawa niyo? Bibili niyo pareho. Eh, isa nga lang eh. Isa lang. What do you usually do para makapag-decide?
Kumukuha po second opinion.
Sige, yun, kukuha ka ng second opinion. Okay, tama. No? Ganun din. Sabi mo, ito, sabi ni pasyente yun. You get a third party opinion. Kaya lang, hindi ka pwedeng kumuha ng third party na assistant mo o kasama mo sa clinic. Baka kasi bias yun. Kakampi sa iyo yun kahit tama ka o mali. No? For shade selection, and by that time, tignan natin kung sino ang sabihin ng companion mo na tama. And always the majority win. Pag sinabi ng companion, tama si Doc, kakulay nga ng ipin mo to, itong napili niya. Well and good, no? Pirma doon. Pero pag sinabi ng companion na tama ho, yung pasyente ito ang kulay, wala ko. Sige, agree. Basta pumirma. No? Huwag mo kukontrahin. Kailangan makumbinsi yung pasyente. Okay? Hindi pwedeng i-impose ng hindi siya nakumbinsi. So, third party opinion. Ha? Okay? And lastly, we have the photograph. O, ba't kailangan pa ng picture? Kasi it's not just like the color na gusto natin ipagaya. Pati yung characteristic ng ipin na natural. Kahit na nag-match yung kulay, pero yung color characteristics and imperfection ng natural teeth, dapat magaya rin ng magaya din ng porcelain crown. No? Mamaya explain ko ano ba yung mga imperfections na yan na dapat magaya. No? Okay. So that's it, no, for visual method, no, of shade selection. Teka muna, may gusto akong ipanood sa inyong video, no? Play natin. Stop sharing ko. Panoorin natin itong video, ha?